video is brought to you by Ethereal Hair Growth Oil. Hello, my loves, motherfuckers, and all you people out there. It's your girl. Hello, my loves, motherfuckers, and all you people out there. It's your girl, Lovatia. Thank you so much for watching day 3 of my turmeric mask. Or a little different. I already pre-applied my mask because I want to, sorry, I'm being like super nosy. I want to tell you guys a story today. So this is a disclaimer. I am practicing grace. And this story is about animals. Y'all know how I get about animals. So let's see how I do. All right, y'all. So the premise of the story comes from the fact that I think that one of my favorite family members are breeding dogs. And I don't have the heart to reach out to them yet, even though I did, but again, because they're my, like, they're I love them so much, you know? Like, you're not supposed to have favorite family members, so I'm not gonna say they're my favorite because, you know, like, that's jacked up to all my other beautiful family members, but like, we just always have been close because we're so close in age, so that's why we have like such a deep connection. But with that being said, I'm gonna use this video to help inform and also help just share some crazy stories about what I've gone through in my life as an animal activist. So as you guys know, I'm an animal activist. I have been an animal activist since I was about 4 years old, basically since I could talk. At the age of 9, I wrote petitions about deforestation. I made petitions about poaching or against poaching. So one thing that I'm known for is going off on people when it comes to animals, and I really had to find a way to be more graceful and find a more graceful approach because it's very hard to be able to receive information when you feel like you're being attacked. Although 9 times out of 10, like an animal, when it's on defense, it attacks. So I feel as though usually 9 times out of 10, I feel like I'm on defense and I feel like I have to attack back when people are talking to me about animal rights issues that I don't quite agree with. So for instance, I guess some people can call me a bit of an extremist, but I don't think so. I think I'm genuinely just standing up for what I believe in. And if that's the case, and I think that some people practice extreme ignorance. So with that being said, my other cousin had commented on a Facebook post one time, and I was mourning the death of a gorilla who got shot in the zoo because a careless woman let her child just wander off into the exhibit, and they shot the gorilla. So, which is an endangered species, by the way. So with that being said, my cousin had commented, not my favorite, but not like my cousin that I love. My other cousin had commented and was like, yeah, like, this is about black rights, and if it was a white, blah, blah. Anyways, long story short, because it be getting my blood pressure up still to this day, like, transparently, I, like, cut the fuck out of that cousin off. Like, I cut that cousin the fuck off, is what I was trying to say. With no remorse at all, because they really came at me for no reason, and the post wasn't even about them, and they commented under somebody else's comment, but that's beyond me. So anyways, so I decided to take a different approach when it came to this, because like I said, with that one, I didn't even, they literally were just, they had the ass with me for a while, so that's just what it is. But I wanted to share my views on dog breeding. When I was about maybe 19 years old, I participated in a protest against the Westminster Dog Show. It was literally below 0 degrees in New York by the pier. I remember it very vividly. I had on a leopard coat with like faux fur in the collar. And it was a protest with PETA, and we had to get in these cages. It was 3 of us. We got in these like dog-sized cages. So you know the cages that you see, they put big dogs in, and we literally had to sit in the cages, and we had these dog masks on, and we were holding up signs. But that day, I learned that the dog breeding industry is such like a demonic industry and such a careless industry. Not saying that people, or not saying everyone who participates in it is demonic, because that's a judgment, but it's a very unkind industry. I learned that specifically for people who want like perfect dogs, which is the majority of people, the way that they breed dogs is so that they can continuously have dogs being pushed out. So say that you have a guy and a girl, or the mother and the father, and they have kids, right? They have a litter. And then you have boy puppies and girl puppies. Breeders will literally make, specifically breeders from puppy mills, but breeders, in my mind, from my knowledge in general, 9 times out of 10 will have the dad breed with their daughter so that they can produce puppies faster, and their sons breed with the mother so they can produce puppies faster, which then leads to birth defects and dogs with birth defects, which then leads to either a tragic discarding of them, to nobody wants to adopt a dog that has like a shortened leg that makes them limp. Now, let me not say nobody, but the people who adopt or who buy from breeders are the people who want the perfect dogs. Because if you want an imperfect dog, you go to an animal shelter, and in my mind, they're perfect. And then I always put it like this: imagine if you were a dog and you're a mom, and then you just like are forcibly impregnated, or you have sex with a dog, you mate. And then you have this litter, and say you have about 7 babies, you push them all out, you're so happy, and then like a day later, they're all just gone. Like, I know that I just birthed these 7 puppies, so where are they now? Like, why are none of them with me anymore? And to me, like, I never believed that any woman would want to participate in something like that, but at the same time, women still drink milk, and we know that is such like an anti-feminist, feminine, like, I have literal goosebumps. Like, my hairs are standing up on my arms. I don't even know if you can see it, but I just get really passionate about this topic. So the other thing about it is that also when you're trying to do dog shows, so the people who buy from puppy mills, 9 times out of 10 when they do a dog show, their dog has to be perfect. So like if there's a dog that's born, like say there's a bulldog that's born, but his nose is not the proper circumference that would be considered a perfect dog in the Westminster, then they'll just kill that dog. Or they'll send it to a kill shelter, or maybe a no kill shelter, but I don't really think they really are doing that much research. They're just giving it away, which is really, really sad, because then the dog was born from your greed, and now you don't want it, you don't want to take care of it, so you just give it away to a shelter that could possibly end its life. So it's just a sick industry, and I hope that my cousin watches this. I hope that my cousin feels the love. I hope that this educates so many people. That is why we always say adopt, don't shop, because once again, just think about the mother who just lost all of her puppies. It's just like the cow who had to get impregnated to produce milk, and then the baby had to be taken away so that the baby doesn't drink all of the cow's milk. Like, it's just a fucked up. Like, so I'm here to stand for dogs who cannot stand for themselves. Side note, if you keep your dog in a cage, like, go sleep in that cage yourself for a night and see how you like it. Because I personally did not have a good time in that cage. And it was supposedly for a bigger dog. Even when I did the PETA protest and I was in the cage as a tiger, like, that was not fun for me. Like, as a human, just a sentient being, which all animals are, like, it's just not a fun experience. So please do not cage your dogs. What's the point of buying or adopting a dog if you're going to cage it? And if that's the case, don't buy or adopt a dog. Like, I don't really understand it. So that's my one little rant. I feel as though I did really good with being graceful. I hope you guys are still watching this so you can see the results of day 3. I'm going to go wash off my stuff now. But yeah, thank you guys so much for allowing me to educate you. I'm going to educate myself a little bit more on this topic, but so far that's what I know. And it really is not that hard to adopt a dog. It's not that hard. And it's way cheaper. Way cheaper. Way cheaper. Y'all be buying dogs for like $700 because you want like a specific breed or whatever the case may be. No, like, you're going to have to adopt. Like, that's it. Breeding is not a thing anymore. We're abolishing that shit starting now. Abolish breeding 2019. The end of it. Finito. It's above me now. Okay, guys, so here's the final result. So one thing I will say, or one disclaimer I will make, is that last night I definitely went to sleep with my face still orange. I didn't even try to finish scrubbing it off. After I made the video, I was like, fuck that, my face hurts. So I didn't remove it, which is why I think that my face still has a little bit of an orange hue, but it feels so good. Like, and I also want to, oh god, my nails, Jesus. I also want to give a shout out to both young ladies who commented on my post on Instagram. Y'all are so bomb. I want to give y'all a shout out, like your Instagram names, so I don't have my phone. So you know who you are, but thank you so much for recommending that I use almond milk on my face. The only thing I would say is that I actually had to use vanilla soy milk because I didn't want to waste my almond milk, to be transparent, but I had bought the soy milk by accident and it was just sitting in my fridge. I'm like, I might as well use that. So I think that made my face like a little bit itchy, just the sugars in it. But I would definitely recommend buying like almond milk just so that you can use it for this purpose, because it definitely did get it off way faster than water did. And at first I put it on a washcloth and I was just like kind of wiping it off, but then like I started putting it in my hands and then just kind of going around and like swirling it around. So I would definitely suggest that. And also afterwards I got my washcloth with water and I put some of my argan oil serum on there. That also helped leave my face feeling really soft and really smooth. So I'm content. I really am so excited. I have these 2 dark marks I'm trying to get away. I know where they are on my face because they've been there for a while. So I hope that this helps. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so excited to come out with my own face or skincare line for Ethereal. And I want to thank everybody who supported my line thus far, who has supported my Ethereal hair growth oil. I have a surprise coming for y'all in a couple of days, so stay tuned. I'm so excited. And today I'm going to go on the correct side so that the words go on this side. I pray to God that I did this one right. I think I did. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I love you for real. Period.